everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura, and as promised, I am going to show you today how to make this beautiful stitch pattern here using all half double crochet, making puff stitches and cross half double crochet stitches. So it's very easy, very simple. There are no stitch counts in this. You can make this into wraps, shawls, scarves, hats, sweaters, blankets, whatever you prefer. In the sample here, I had used a 3-weight, sport weight acrylic. But for today's sample, I am going to show you how to make it in the Red Heart Super Saver Metallic. This is a very nice shade of Christmas red. It might be showing up a little orange on the camera, but it is a true Christmas red. And we are going to pick up our H hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter. And let's get started. Okay, to begin this pattern, and this is a 10-row pattern with a 7-row repeat. So chain up any number that you desire to begin. I'm just going to work a very small sample here for you. And this yarn here has a metallic, and it tends to split a little bit. If you'd like a little more drape, maybe go up a hook size. This is a 4-weight acrylic that I'm using here. Okay, just a few more. Oops. So when you get your chain, and like I said, you can chain any number you desire, we're going to now half double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1, 2, and half double crochet right here in the 3rd chain from the hook. And we are going to half double crochet in each stitch going all the way down to the end, like so. Okay, so when you get to the end of your row there, put your last half double in. I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned to tuck my tail in. Flip it over like that, and we're going to chain 2. Each and every row will always end with a chain 2 and turn. Now, that completed row 1, and now we're going to start with row 2, and we're just going to do another row of half double crochet in every single stitch across. I'm going to grab that tail and tuck that in, working the tail in as I go. So half double crochet in row 2, just like we did, whoops, for row 1, and I will meet you back up at the end of this row as well. Okay, we're finishing up the 2nd row. Put our half double crochet in the last stitch, chain 2, and now we're going to start row 3, and this is going to be the cross half double crochet. So we're going to skip the 1st stitch, and we're going to half double crochet into the next stitch, pulling up slightly like that, and then we're going to go back and half double crochet into that skipped stitch, just like that. So again, skip 1, half double crochet, pulling up a little bit on the stitches, and then half double crochet in the skipped stitch, and we're just going to repeat that all the way down, and this is going to make our little X's just like that. Now when you're going along, be careful you don't put one here. You want to make sure by looking to see that you already have a stitch in there. So skip 1, half double crochet in the skipped stitch, all the way down till we reach the end. Sometimes you have to just look for a moment to study that, which okay, so I have 2 stitches left, If you only have one stitch left on your stitch count, just put a half double crochet in that last stitch. You don't have to worry about being off. Okay, I have 2, so I'm going to make my last little cross there. Now we're going to chain 2, and that completes row 3. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Now for row 4 and 5, we're going to do 2 rows of half double crochet just by putting 1 half double crochet in every stitch across for rows 4 and for rows 5, and I will meet you back up at the end of row 5. Okay, so I am coming at the end of row 5. Chain 2. At the end of every single row will always be chaining 2. Now, we're going to start row 6, and this is the puff stitch row, or the puff stitch row. So what we're going to do here is we're going to half double crochet in the first stitch, and now we're going to make our puff in the next, which is yarn over, go through and draw up a loop. That's once, yarn over, draw up a loop twice. Do it 3 times and 4 times, and you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 loops on your hook. I'm going to yarn over and close that like that. Now, depending on the thickness of your yarn is how many times you want to yarn over for your puff stitch. If you're using a sport weight, you might want to do this 5 times. A worsted weight, probably 4 times. Lace weight, you might want to go up to 6 times. You really want that puff to stand out. Okay, and we're going to chain 1 at the top of that puff. Always remember to chain 1. Now we're going to half double crochet into the next stitch, just like that. That's what we're going to do. So the next one will be a puff. So yarn over once, yarn over twice. Be sure to pull it up a little bit. Yarn over 3 times, yarn over 4 times, 9 loops on the hook, draw through all 9 and chain 1. Half double crochet in the next. Puff stitch again, yarn over, draw up a loop once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, yarn over, draw through all 9, chain 1. Half double in the next. So I'm just going to keep repeating this now. 3, 4, chain 1, half double in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Chain 1. Sometimes this catches on this little, that's all right. It's not going to hurt a thing. It's just the metallic that's in the yarn. Okay, next one is a puff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw through all 9, chain 1, half double crochet. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw through all 9, chain 1, half double crochet. And now you'll see here on mine, I only have 1 stitch left. If you have 1 stitch left, do not put a puff in that last stitch. Just do a half double crochet. If you have 2 stitches left, then you may by all means do a puff. Now we're going to chain 2. This completes row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your puff row. And now the next 4 rows are going to be all half double crochet. We're going to do rows 7, 8, 9, and 10 in half double crochet, but I want to show you first, and this is the right side. Okay, this is where we made our puffs. When flipped over, this is the right side because you can see how they stand out. I'm going to show you how to line this up so that your pattern won't be going this way. It's going to cinch in and be straight. So half double crochet in that first stitch. Half double crochet in the next stitch. Now on top of the puff, do not put a half double crochet. We're going to skip that and go into the next stitch. And then the next stitch. Skip the puff, okay? That would be the puff. Skip that and go to the next stitch, half double, next stitch, half double. That's the puff, skip it. Next stitch, half double, next half double, skip the puff. Half double, skip the puff. Half double, skip the puff. Half double, skip the puff, half double. And that's going to cinch that in, as you can see. And now we're going straight again. So our piece looks nice and straight, and that's what you want. You don't want it going out like this in a triangle, which can happen if you put those half double crochets right on top of that puff stitch. Always skip that. Now chain 2 and turn, and I'm going to work a half double crochet in each stitch for rows 8, 9, and 10, and I will meet you back. Okay, I am finishing up row 10. Remember, this was half double crochet in each stitch across for rows 8, 9, and 10. And when you finish 10, turn your work over. We're going to look at something here. First, we're going to, well, you'll be continuing on, so we'll chain 2. Now, this is the right side of our work, and you can see here in row 6 the little puff stitches. So this was row 1, 2, the crosses were row 3, 4, 5, the puffs are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what you're going to do, if you want to continue on and say I want to make a scarf here, I'm going to start with row 3. So from here on out, you're going to be repeating row 3 through 10. 3 through 10, okay? You're not going to count row 1 and 2 now. You're going to be starting with row 3, which is our cross half double. So skip 1. I'll show you again how to do that. Go back in the skipped. And this is your stitch pattern. This is it. It's very simple, very easy. So this will be repeating row 3 on going down, and then row 4 and 5 is just a half double in each stitch. Row 6 is that puff row, and then 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all half double crochets. Now when you're coming back on row 7, remember, do not put a half double crochet on top of that puff, okay? So that's it. That is the pattern, and it just repeats after this. Now, if you're wanting to make a wrap, like I have done here, I would suggest you just make a very long chain to begin with, and then you're just working. Here's one repeat here. Here is, let's see, 2, 3. I have 3 repeats in there. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial today, and all of you take care and have a wonderful week, and I will see you again on the next podcast episode. Bye, friends.